What do you know about Social Security? That's what we're going to talk about here today. We got a 10-question quiz for you. 10 questions that you need to answer to prove that you have knowledge of Social Security. It's actually from Mass Mutual. They have a pretty good quiz online, massmutual.com/planning /social-security. I'll link to it here in the show notes too. But welcome to Heritage Wealth Planning, my friends. Got a little bit of a new background. I just love the green. Don't you love the green behind you? Look at that, just trees, and man, it's beautiful. Wait till the fall. Here in Georgia, a lot of people don't recognize, but in Georgia, we also have the foliage. Not quite like my native land of Maine, but man, it's just still gorgeous. If you go up those mountains in Blue Ridge, Georgia, going through South Tennessee and stuff, woo-wee, over through North Carolina. Oh, my goodness, heavenly, divine. All right, so if you need a bit of just a reflection of the beauty of the world as it is, man, I tell you, just go through North Georgia, Western Kentucky, or Western North Carolina, Southern Tennessee. Oh, man, it's heavenly. All right, so let's go into this. How much do you know about Social Security? We're just going to go over this quiz question by question. It'll be interesting to find out. So let's see what we got here. Again, from Mass Mutual, how much do you know about Social Security? Social Security retirement benefits are based on my earnings history. I'll receive the same monthly benefit amount whether I start collecting before or after my full retirement age. All right, so basically they're saying, you got to know this. If you've been following this YouTube channel at all, you've got to know this. Will you receive the same benefit amount if you collect at full retirement age or before or after? And we know this is false. I'll receive the same benefit amount whether I start collecting before or after my full retirement age. We know that's false, right? If you collect Social Security retirement benefits before your FRA, full retirement age, you effectively lock in a lower monthly benefit amount. If you wait to begin collecting until after your full retirement age, you become eligible for delayed retirement credits. So we all know that. All right, so let's go to the next question here. If my spouse dies, I will continue to receive both my own benefit and my deceased spouse's benefit. The total Social Security benefits I will receive will not change. You know that, right? If your spouse dies, you'll continue to receive the decedent's benefit plus your own. No, we know that is false. Why? Social Security retirement benefits are only paid while you are alive. Assuming that you are eligible, the amount you receive will be equal to the greater of your benefit or your spouse's benefit. So 2 for 2 so far. All right, can continue with me here, my friends. Only U.S. citizens can collect Social Security retirement benefits. Actually, this is one I already did this quiz, and Frank, I did get 10 out of 10, but this is one I was like, probably not. So I'm going to say false there. And I'm a U.S. citizen. I imagine the vast majority of my watchers here are as well. So it doesn't really matter too much to us. But as a U.S. citizen, we do. And then actually non-U.S. citizens can qualify for it too, as long as they paid into Social Security system. Now, regardless of the politics, all this, at the end of the day is we need people to pay into the system. Regardless of whose people are, they're paying into the system. And as long as they're here legally and they're paying into the system, they can get some benefits. That's a fact. And that's the way it should be. You pay into the system, you get the benefit. Because we all benefit from people paying into the system. All right, number 4. Under current Social Security law, my benefits will not be reduced if I claim them at age 65. Tough one. Current law, if I claim them at 65, we know that answer is false. That's right. Who's that? Bob Barker, remember? Come on down. You're the next contestant. The answer is false. And the reason for that is because we know the full retirement age today is 66 if you're born before 1960 and 67 if you're born after 1960 and beyond. So we know that one is false. All right. And only 29% of the people answered that correctly. We'll have to go into who they actually tested on this. I can't recall. If I'm still working when I claim my full Social Security benefit, my benefit might be reduced depending on my earnings and age. Survey said, who is it did a survey? Survey says Richard Dawson. Remember that guy? Survey says that is, I forgot the question. If I'm still working when I claim my benefit might be reduced. Survey says true. It might be reduced. Remember that Richard Dawson? What was that called? I forgot the name of that game show. That guy, Drew, the heavy guy with glasses. He does it now. I forgot. Anyway, you can work and receive Social Security retirement benefits. However, if you've not reached your 5th full retirement age, your earnings will be subject to the retirement earnings test. Just remember, folks, it will be reduced potentially, but it's not reduced permanently. They will revisit that at your full retirement age and pay you back, not in one lump sum, but over the course of your earning career, of your Social Security benefits career. If I file for retirement benefits and have minor dependent children, they may also qualify for Social Security benefits. Survey says true. That is correct. If you have minor dependent children, they could also qualify for Social Security benefits. When you file for Social Security benefits, your children may also qualify to receive them based on your record. An eligible child must be your biological, adopted, or stepchild. Your dependent grandchild may also qualify. Normally, benefits stop when children reach 18 unless they have a disability. However, if the child is still a full-time student at secondary school at age 18, they'll continue until they're 19 years old, whichever comes first. All right. My primary insurance amount, my PIA, is the Social Security retirement benefit amount I will receive if I elect to receive my retirement benefit at age 62. So my primary insurance amount is the Social Security retirement benefit I will receive if I elect to receive my retirement benefit at 62. Survey says false. We know that's false because that'll be taken early, because remember, your PIA is the amount you get at your full retirement age. Again, 66 in some months, or 67. Your primary insurance amount is the benefit you will receive if you begin receiving retirement benefits at your full retirement age. At this age, your benefit is neither reduced for early retirement or increased for delayed retirement credits. All right, how many more we got here? Social Security payments are not subject to cost of living adjustments. So I've always hated these negative questions because you got to put your head back on the other way. In fact, it's funny, if you ever read C.S. Lewis, The Screwtape Letters, probably the best book you should read. He talks about, that's just such a awesome book, Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. But he's writing as a devil, as a what's called a tempter, and he talks about how hard that was to write, to basically put his brain in the devil, essentially doing evil. And he said it was exhausting and actually really affected him deeply in terms of his ability to kind of put his mindset as the devil as opposed to a person of God. And I tell you, the same kind of thing for me. The negative question, like, oh man, I got to change my mindset. I've always had a hard time with that. So again, the question is, Social Security payments are not subject to cost of living adjustment. Survey says false. They are subject to cost of living adjustments, and the vast majority of people got that right. Government workers may receive reduced retirement benefits from Social Security. Government workers may receive reduced Social Security retirement benefits. Well, we know that one is survey says true. Is that getting old? Survey says. For certain workers, Social Security imposes two offsets that reduce those full Social Security monthly benefits that might otherwise have been paid. The windfall elimination provision, WEP or WEP, affects workers who have earned a pension from an employer, such as a government agency, but that did not pay Social Security taxes into it. Under WEP, Social Security uses a modified formula to calculate your benefit. Was it like that reduces, I think it's 458, I think is a max reduction this year. 484, something like that, resulting in a lower benefit than you might have otherwise received. The other offset is a government pension offset and affects spousal benefits. If you receive a pension from an employer that did not collect Social Security taxes, the GPO can reduce surviving spouse benefits as well. So WEP is for your own working record. GPO is for your spousal or survivor benefit. And the GPO is it can actually reduce your whole thing. I mean, you can wipe the whole thing off. The WEP, I think it's 484 is a max reduction this year. Look at my man Devin Carroll's website on that. I forgot. It might even be on here, actually. If you look at the suggested stuff, he talks a lot about the WEP and the GPO. I can't remember. It's 484, I think is what it was, a max of WEP. My spouse is eligible to receive Social Security benefits even if she has no earnings history. I'm not going to do survey says. I might be getting old. And the answer is what? Is yes. Your spouse is absolutely eligible off your record. 60% of that answered correctly. Many spouses choose to stay at home to raise kids or otherwise outside the paid workforce. This is going to affect a spouse's ability to qualify for benefits. In such cases, that spouse may be eligible for a Social Security spousal benefit. A spousal benefit can be as much as 50% of the spouse's full retirement age benefit. The exact percentage will depend on whether the spouse filing Social Security benefits has reached his or her full retirement age And of course, it'll depend on what the other spouse's record will be as well. All right, 10 out of 10 correct. So I've done my homework. That's great. So this is, again, a good thing over here, Mass Mutual. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff on here, Fine Advisor, IRA, annuities. Yeah, look, do whatever you got to do. Not here recommending Mass Mutual, not recommending Mass Mutual. I just like these little quizzes. So if you're able to get the majority of these, actually, do they say anything about, that's just a Social Security quiz. I guess they don't say anything about what the majority answered. I don't see anything in terms of what the average return was, or the average answer was. So I don't know. That's weird. I wish they would have a link up here that says what was the average. I don't know. Maybe I have to start at the beginning, actually. So, but I hope this is helpful. Some basic questions on Social Security. Will that make or break you? No, at the end of the day, but it's going to be helpful for you to know, especially when you go down Social Security Administration. I cannot tell you the stories I hear about the SSA people. It's kind of like going to the IRS. Some of these people are good. Some of these are just not that knowledgeable. Doesn't mean they're not good, but they just might not be that knowledgeable. And the sad thing is their ignorance is going to affect you deeply if you act on it. You can't. Ignorance is not bliss. It's not. You can't screw this up. You got to get it right, which means you got to take responsibility to know about your own benefits for sure. So if you like what you see here, subscribe down below. Subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified for future content, because we're doing at least a video a day now, my friends. It's like once you get the addictive, you just can't stop. I think about doing videos all the time. It's crazy. Actually, all my kids are trained. There's a Teen Titans Go episode where they say working on an episode, because they're always doing episodes for Teen Titans Go, and it's pretty elaborate there. And I've now co-opted that to say working on a video. It's actually pretty funny. So Teen Titans Go, working on an episode. Maybe I'll put that link in the show notes too, because it's a cartoon, but it's great. All right, so don't forget to subscribe, comments, thumbs up, all that helpful. And then, of course, go to heritagewealthplanning.com. I don't have a copy of my book, but heritagewealthplanning.com. You'll get a pop-up. And in that pop-up, you'll be a free download link to get my new book, The Tax Bomb in Your Retirement Accounts, and how the Roth IRA can help you avoid it. So don't forget to take advantage of that too. See you next time. Thanks, guys.